Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're having a good weekend. Thought I'd do a quick overview of Jason Bond's Wall Street Bookie. So I did a review about this about a week ago or so, 10 days ago it looks like, and I did a video on it, but I wanted to sort of update you guys on how it's going this last week, kind of show you some of Jason's trades in a bit more detail so that you can kind of go and make a decision for yourself. If this service is for you. So for me, this is looking like one of the most promising services I've reviewed all year, or maybe ever. It's looking really, really strong. It's called Wall Street Bookie, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can go and check it out right here. I'm not going to go through the full review again. I did that in a previous video. You can go and read a lot of this stuff. The first thing I want to say though is if you are new to spreads, so this is a service where Jason is selling bull put spreads. You might want to go and learn a bit about those first. We have a really good free course here, Learn How to Win 90% of Your Trades in 90 Seconds, where in a series of emails, we teach you how to basically do these spreads. And so that would be a good precursor to joining something like Raging Bull's Wall Street Bookie, right? It would be probably advisable to have some knowledge of what this involves. And I think more and more traders are starting to get into these advanced options trading strategies. And so hopefully, if you're watching this, you probably already know what a bull put spread is, and something I'm trying to get more into and trade a bit more of. So let's get started anyway. So one thing to mention is that I do have a coupon code on this page here, link in the description. It'll say save 50. If you type that into the checkout from one of my affiliate links, I think this one, if we open that up, we can have a quick look at that one. Then you can see that in this box right here, so you click send me the trades after you watch the introduction from Jason and everything. If you decide it's for you, click send me the trades. And then what you do is you come down here, just kind of ignore this stuff. There's an issue with the landing page at the moment. If you come down here, put in your details to buy the program, and you go down to right here, you can get 50% off if you put in the coupon code save 50. So Wall Street Bookie, it's $3,000 for 1 year, and then you get the second year for $1. But if you put in the save 50 code, which is shown up here, that'll take that down to about $1,500, right? So save 50, then you hit apply, and you'll see this bottom box has changed to $14.99.50 right there. And so that means you're going to renew on the 18th on 2 years from now. So you're getting 2 years for $14.995. So really, really good deal. Given this is one of the best services I've ever seen, I think it's well worth testing out for that price. It's really good. And so let's go back to here. So that's the coupon code you can get for from this article, which is really good. And so, like I said, this is a service where Jason is selling spreads, or bull puts as they're known. And I wanted to kind of show you a little bit about the service first. So if you go into Wall Street Bookie here, looking down here, we have the different things. So this is the newsletter where he posts what he's doing. You get that via email as well. And then you get the scanner, but you also get the Bookie journal, which is really useful for people like me that are like looking through the past trades and trying to figure out if I want to take the next trade, and try and make some money with the service. So this is one of the most transparent services I've seen. Jason puts every single win and loss into this spreadsheet, Wall Street Bookie journal. It started back in July, end of July here. And you can see there's been all this green on the right hand side, which is all the wins, and then the occasional losses, 2 losses. It's something like 35 wins and 2 losses. It's really, really pretty impressive. And then so the other question people have is, well, that's great, he's winning pretty much all his trades, but what about the losing trades? Well, there was a losing trades a couple of weeks ago, a losing trade here, and it was minus 50%. But you can see his typical wins are still in the order of 20 to 50%. So 20, 23, 32%. So you're only giving back 1 or 2, maybe 2 wins for that one particular loss. And so I wanted to kind of zoom in on what he did this week, because I'm going to try and do this every week. And then give a review of the trades so you guys can see that it's still a profitable service or it's not that week, So I think you're not going to see better transparency than this, right? He records every single trade, and then I report it to you guys and show you exactly what's going on. So he did 3 trades. If you look at the dates here, well, 4 trades, I guess, if you include this Apple one. They were all winners, so these last 4 were this week. Actually, only the last 3 were this week, so I've just started this. So this week was 9/12, and so that was Monday, I think, and then Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's these 3 trades right here. And you can see he did Tesla, Netflix, and PayPal. So he gives the exact prices that the strike prices, and he gives the price that he paid or the credit. If you look on the columns here, I'll have to zoom out a little bit again, see if we can show you what these columns all are pretty clearly. I guess he hasn't really labeled them unless it's just off the page. There we go. So he has the width of the spread here, the quantity of number that he's doing. Typically it's about a $10,000 position that he's taken. It can be a bit less though in some of these cases. Then he puts the entry date, his average entry, the exit date, average exit, return size, return dollar amount, and percentage. So it's pretty interesting how much data he gives. It's very unlike a lot of these services to do a spreadsheet like this so clearly, which is great. Anyway, let's look at the PayPal bull put. So he sold the 96 and bought the 94 strike on these puts, and he did that on the 14th. So if we go to my broker here, the 14th was this day right here, 9/14, and so he sold those the next day, or he closed the position out, because one leg's a sell, right, and one leg's a buy, so you're gonna have to use the word closed out the positions on this opening spike, and that did really well for him. So if we look over here, looking over to here, so this was the date he opened, this is the date he closed, and he made 21% on his position, which was $1,800. So pretty nice. And so that was a 21% win. And then let's look at Netflix really quick. So Netflix was opened on the 13th. So if we go to the 13th on Netflix, so the 13th was right here. And so interestingly, it looks like he was pretty smart and didn't do anything over the CPI Tuesday. I'm just checking this out really quick. So this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Okay. So this is the gap down from the CPI on Tuesday. And on that day, so he didn't do anything the day before, he did it on this day right here. So pretty smart, waiting for the CPI data to come out, and we got this next gap down. And so it looks like what he did was, just going back to the spreadsheet on Netflix, he sold the 22.50, and then he bought the 217s, and then that was a $10,000 use of his capital, and he won 43% on that, and I think that was overnight. Let's have a look. So, well, it was 2 days, so you gave it till the 15th, and he made 43%, which is $4,500 on that one. So you go back to here. So this day was the 13th, 14th, 15th. So it looks like he sold on the 15th here, probably. So pretty amazing, right? And turning these spreads around so fast. And that's one of the common complaints I get from people, is that a lot of these spread trades take a month or a couple of weeks to work out. Jason did 3 of them this week alone, and the total combined winnings for him with $10,000 position sizes was $11,000. He had these ones up here, right? 4,900, 4,500, 1,800. Comes to about $11,000, and he was only taking position sizes of anywhere from 11,000 to 8,000 for this week. So last week he made $11,000 using essentially $30,000 of buying power. So pretty amazing, really. And that's repeated over and over and over again every week for weeks and weeks and weeks. So this is a really good service. I really recommend this at the moment. I'm excited to see what this coming week brings. But you can definitely come and check out the article. I talk a lot more about the details of what else is included, like the education and everything in here. and selling options in general. I also give a bit more of a walkthrough about how to get this Save 50 discount as well. I don't know how long this discount's going to be around. It's kind of a special thing they put together for me. I have no idea if it's going to like turn off any time or whatnot, so I definitely jump on this deal if you're interested in some really very nice spreads that are really quite aggressive, but seem to be fairly well risk managed as well, so pretty interesting stuff. In here I give a whole bunch of other example trades and just talk about the strategy in a lot more detail than I can, and things like including the Wall Street Bookie scanner so you can find your own trades as well as get his trade alerts and education. So anyway, hopefully that update's useful, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.